Hey there everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Viking Wizard. So this is my review on PowerMetalQuest-Fest 2024. Absolutely fantastic. I've not long got back and I'm half as tired as hell. Absolutely knackered. Had a fantastic weekend. Started off Friday because I went up to Birmingham with my lovely Tess. And we basically we booked the hotel because on a Friday evening we went to the cinema where we watched the new Sabaton, which is the tour to Endor Tours. So I believe it's going to be released, and we watched a new live, which was absolutely incredible. Great experience. I'm going to be doing a video on that on my YouTube channel, so look out for that, and I'll be review on the whole experience. There was funny things that happened during the me getting there and all that sort of stuff. But we stayed in hotels, so Saturday morning we got up, I had my breakfast. Luckily it's an open bar because I'm a tall guy and I don't half eat. So I had loads. I thought I'm going to get myself, like I do just before festival like that, I'll get myself a large meal so I eat as much as I can. And then that usually does me for the whole day, and then after I finish the festival, or say during the festival I have a little bit of a nibble on summer, and then end of the festival I normally have say burger and chips, or just get a bag of chips or something to keep me going. But yeah, got there at 11 because I like to get there early, and I'm usually the guy that stands outside the doors with my portable speaker. I didn't have my portable speaker, which I left in the hotel, which was rather annoying, and I'd actually left my Powersymphonic flag. I left it on the side here, which was well annoying. So when I got to the hotel I realised, and I thought, is there any point in me going all the way back to Telford just to get the flag, which was a shame I didn't get to take it. But it was a fantastic experience. That was my, I don't know how many PowerMetalQuest-Fests there has been. I believe there's been like 5 or something, but I've been to every one of them. And next year they're changing the venue because they're going to, it's usually at the Asylum in Birmingham, but they're going to KK Steel Mill in Wolverhampton. Now I live in Wellington in Shropshire, which is 23 minutes if that, and I live 5-minute walk from the train station, and it's 23 minutes to Wolverhampton, so it's easy for me to get there and back, so I can do the festival and then I can just go home. But a load of people said they were just going to do a hotel in Wolverhampton because then after the festival we can go to the Gifford Arms, which I've been many a times, fantastic rock pub, and you can go there and put your hair down. But yeah, it started at 12. The first band was at 1 o'clock, which was Hannah War, but it started at 12, and that's where everybody usually gets in, gets their drinks, maybe sit the smoking area if you smoke. I'm a non-smoker, which I've never smoked in my life, so I had a few Pepsis. I didn't have no alcohol, which somebody said to me, how can you enjoy a festival or something like that without even touching a drop of alcohol? I do now and again have the odd cider and that sort of stuff, but because of my dodgy heart, I look after myself and I make sure I'm in good shape and all that sort of stuff. But Hannah War came on first, and they are a Man of War tribute band. Now I've seen them, I believe I've seen them at PowerMetalQuest-Fest before, and I've seen them at a couple of other shows. That was absolutely fantastic. They played Hail and Kill, Kings of Metal, Battle Hymn, all the stuff that you want to hear from Man of War songs, and seeing them live because they do a really good job. I was saying to people, it's somewhere like, say around about £5, £5 to £10 to see them. Yeah, if I was going to see Man of War in Birmingham or something like that, because the last time they came over, it was £100 a ticket. And I was a bit iffy, thinking I don't know if I could justify paying £100, but then I thought I should just pay it just to get them out of the way, just so I can see the band. But at the time I hadn't the funds, and then the day before I actually seen, I believe it was Woman of War, which are absolutely fantastic, and that was just as good, and that was something like £5-6. But Hannah War are a great band, so if you if you want to go and see a Man of War tribute band, then you definitely must see them. The next band that came on was Tales of Time, and they're UK symphonic metal band. Now they are absolutely fantastic. I've never seen them live, so that was my first time. And I know Anna, I believe it's Anna, she's also in Pirate Queen, which I'm really hoping, I do hope next year Pirate Queen get announced for PowerMetalQuest-Fest, because that was absolutely fantastic. Their album, their latest debut studio album is incredible. So if you haven't listened to them, if you like all your pirate themed stuff, then you've definitely got to give them a listen. Then the next band that came on was Lycanthrope, which was my good friend James Delbridge, and their Canadian heavy / power metal. Out of this world. I'm so happy. So I did meet him after, and I got a snap, and I said thank you so much for coming over to the UK and actually playing for us. It was a pleasure to have you over, and I loved every moment of it. I was happy. I never thought I'd get to see him live, but they actually came to PowerMetalQuest-Fest, which is brilliant. I believe the day after that was in London. I think it was at the Cart and Horse or something like that, and they were doing a show there, which I thought was cool. If I had the funds and was driving and I didn't have work Monday, then I would have gone to that one, and I would have definitely gone to see them because they're brilliant. Then the next one was the UK melodic metal band Awake by Design. Now that was I believe it was my 8th time seeing them. I had a good chat during and before Skilltron with Adrian Powell from Awake by Design, which is cool, and we was having a good laugh about, and we was having a chat about vinyl, because he started collecting vinyl and said he's on like he's got like 15 vinyl and it's rather addictive. And I said to him, wait till you get to 1,000+ vinyl. And I've mentioned to a few people about Discogs and my Discogs collection, but yeah, seeing the massive artwork and all that sort of stuff is incredible. I went in the smoking area a couple of times just so a bit of fresh air or something like that, but other than that, because I was a non-smoker, but it was cool just to bit of fresh air and relax. And then there was Winter Age, they're Italian symphonic power metal, and my good friend John after, he said, oh well, at least I could say I've seen Rhapsody of Fire, Rhapsody, which I laughed my head off because they sound very similar, and I loved every moment of it. As I know, I love my symphonic power metal, but Italian symphonic power metal is incredible. So I am really happy finally get to see them. I do have their current studio album, which wasn't long released, and I thought that was brilliant. But if you've not checked them out, you must give them a listen. They're brilliant. The atmosphere at PowerMetalQuest-Fest is brilliant. I've said to how many people it's my favourite power metal festival, or my favourite festival altogether, purely because as Siegfried from Dragony, which they played as well, he said that most festivals that he goes to, he said it's all deaf and black, and he said you don't really get many festivals that are dedicated to power / symphonic and all that sort of stuff. So to have a festival in the UK that does power metal, symphonic metal and all that, prog and all that sort of stuff is incredible. So everybody was happy, and I'm super happy, and I'm 1,000,000% going to go next year. And then there was Dragony, Austrian symphonic power metal band, which they've just released their new studio album. Now, I got back hoping it was turned up, but I had an email off Amazon saying there was a delay with the delivery and all that sort of stuff, which is well annoying. So I'm not sure when it's finally going to turn up. But I've listened to like 3-4 tracks off the album, because I went on Setlist FM, which I use, and I found their last show, which they played like 7-8 songs, and I copied the songs onto a playlist which I got on Spotify, and it was Powersymphonic bands. So looking through every band and was trying to find their like set list of their recent gigs, just so I could add them more to the set list so I can play all of them. So when I get to the festival, I know what songs to badly sing to, because I can't sing. But yeah, Dragony, Siegfried is a hell of a singer. If you've not listened to them, that brilliant. And then I've sent to quite a few people because they played probably their biggest track, If It Bleeds We Can Kill It. And I said, if you actually know what that is from, it's awesome. But a few people didn't know what it was from. And I said, if you've watched the Predator movies, then, you know, and if you're into the Dragons, Wizards and all that sort of stuff, you've got to see them live. They played one of my favourite Dragony songs, God of War. I would have loved to have heard them play Battle Royale, because that album is that song is a frigging masterpiece. And Viribus Unitas, I think that's how you pronounce it, is my favourite Dragony album, but their new one is awesome. I can't wait to have my physical copy turn up and then get it unboxed and do a video on my YouTube channel. Then the next one was Skilltron, folk metal, but I had a little look online and it said they're from Buenos Aires. I didn't really know much about the band other than the band name, and I didn't know nothing. So I found a playlist on Spotify with stuff, and I found their stuff. So I went and had a look on Setlist FM. I found one of their recent gigs, and I just which is, I believe it's from this tour, and I just copied the set list and obviously put it into the playlist on Spotify, and I was listening to them. So like all the folk and all that sort of stuff. So if you like Corpiclani, maybe a bit of Encipher, and you like all that sort of stuff, then I highly recommend giving them a listen, because they are an epic band. I'd definitely go see them again. And then we come to the headliner, which was my third time, because the first two times I've seen him was the original singer Christian. Now, I was up, the first one was London, because it was Sonata Arctica, Power Quest and the mighty Twilight Force. And then the second time was in Manchester, and it was Sabaton, Accept and Twilight Force with Christian, and both were from the Heroes of Mighty Magic tour, which is brilliant. But their latest studio outing was incredible. I know they got a few members left the band recently, which was a shame, but they replaced them with some famous big names, and they don't half put on a show. Every time I've seen them live, the 3 times, they've been incredible. One of my all-time favourite bands. I was gutted when Christian left, because I was well gutted, because absolutely fantastic singer, but then he moved on to some other projects, and he's done a few other stuff in the power metal community. But yeah, I met all my friends at PowerMetalQuest-Fest, because everybody was there. I've had quite a load of people recognise me from my group, which I'll mention in a bit, my Powersymphonic group. Quite a few people, I had plenty of people saying, "Hi, John," and I said, "Yeah," and they were like, "I'm so-and-so, and I'm from Powersymphonic," and I was like, "Awesome." So I had a little chat about the band and all that sort of stuff. This is the festival that I love, because I feel I can fully nerd out, and I can fully dress as a wizard and all that sort of stuff, and I can fully enjoy myself. Somebody was actually telling me, so you're a 40-year-old guy, which I get told a lot, I don't look 40. I look in my 20s or something, which take that as a compliment. But they said, you're a 40-year-old guy and you dress up as a wizard and all that sort of stuff. You watch Lord of the Rings and nerd out to power metal and all that fantastic stuff. And then like some of the guys at work, I've had comments, and I probably won't go into some of the comments that I've had, but I've been called everything under the sun and said it's a bit sad and everything. And I'm just like, well, that's your opinion. I just love it, and I feel I can be my full self and nerd out. So this festival, I'm going to continue going, and I'm going to love every bit of it. Next year, they've announced 2 bands. They've announced Sellsword again and Fellowship, because I know Fellowship are just about to release. They're just about to drop their brand new studio album, and they've released 1 song so far, and it's incredible. So I can guarantee if that song's going to be like that, then their first 2 studio albums are masterpieces. And then you've got Sellsword, which I've seen them there. I've seen them like 2-3 times at PowerMetalQuest-Fest. And I've seen him with the original singer, and I've seen him with the new singer. So a few people said, because I've around Birmingham, a few of my friends, when I've seen him this Sunday, and they said they can't wait to see him with the new singer. And I said, they're a great band. I said, if you like your medieval history and all that sort of stuff and your English history, then you're obviously gonna love that band. I said, they're a hell of a band. So, you know, I'm just a bit biased because I'm an immensely huge power metal fan. But yeah, it was incredible, drinking with all my friends, getting told by my good friend Vince that I'm a handsome bastard, and he says I'm really handsome, and I said thank you for that. It boosts my confidence up a little. But it's cool when you see all the band members walking around the festival. So you get various members walking around, and you can get snaps with them and all that sort of stuff. And usually I don't like to, you know, if they're there having a drink, we say the members and they're just relaxing. Sometimes I don't really like to disturb them, so I just leave them be. But I know you'll get the people that come up and fanboy and say, "Oh, it's you." But usually I just get a photo, say hello. Obviously, I wouldn't say the usual stuff like, you know, I love you and all that sort of stuff. I'm just like, your music's fantastic. Obviously with Dragon Eve Battle Royale, that is just a masterpiece of a song, and everybody said it was brilliant. But I would love to have heard Angel on Neon Wings live and to play it, and there's a couple of other tracks, but I was happy with the set list. So yeah, that has been my review on PowerMetalQuest-Fest. I did pop out just before, was it Skiltron? Or one of the bands, because Tess was like, I need to food, I really need some food. So luckily she found a I think it was a pizza place, and it was like a minute walk if that, so we quickly walked around there, got a 6-inch pizza, cheesy pizza, and that's when all my cheesy dad jokes came out. She asked for mushrooms on the pizza, and I said the mushrooms are nice, but there wasn't mushroom on them, which I got you know, I got a few people, ugh, but full of dad jokes, and Stewie was telling everyone with the dad jokes, pranking people and all that sort of stuff. But didn't buy no merch at PowerMetalQuest-Fest purely because lack of funds, living on your own, working full time, and then I had a load of pre-orders, so I'm going to try and save as much as I can for next year so I can actually get merch from the bands that I'd seen. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to put a link in the description. I'm going to go on all the band's YouTube channels. So I'm going to look for the, I'll look for the PowerMetalQuest-Fest Facebook page or something like that, and so you can follow it, go like it, and definitely go next year. And then I'm going to put a link in the description to all the bands that are there to their YouTube channel, or if not, I'll put a song or two, just so you can check them out, because they're incredible. It's a festival, you must go. I do highly recommend it. It's all the atmosphere and stuff, and obviously it's not the usual stuff. So say you don't get the usual deathcore, core, death metal, black metal, and the usual stuff that you get at every other festival. Because I did agree with Siegfried. I said most festivals it's just the same band over and over. And like with deathcore, I said just doesn't really grab me. I've listened to some bands, and usually if it's a core band, like on Bloodstock, if there's core bands that are playing, I usually just pass. There's one or two, like I don't mind Trivium, and what I've heard of a bit of Parkway Drive, they're not that bad, but it's more, for me, it's more Powersymphonic, prog, folk and everything. And I'm planning some more tattoos for my Powersymphonic leg. I've got to get a Stradivarius, but then one thing I would love, and hopefully that goes for quite a while, I'd love a PowerMetalQuest-Fest tattoo on my leg, so I'm planning on that somewhere, because that'll go perfectly for my Powersymphonic leg. So there is the Powersymphonic flag, which you usually see that on the wall up there, but obviously I took that down because when I went to see Battle Beast and Serenity in Birmingham, and I forgot to put it back up. And then me being silly, I forgot that to take that to PowerMetalQuest-Fest, which next year I'm going to literally make sure and put it in my bag and fully make sure I take it. But there it is, Powersymphonic. It's dedicated to stuff like power metal, symphonic power metal, symphonic metal, epic metal, fantasy metal, neoclassical metal, traditional, operatic, space sci-fi, prog power, all of that sort of stuff. So like Game of Thrones, Lords of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards, Knights, Saving the Princess from the Castle, space, sci-fi, all of that fantastic stuff. So like there's plenty of bands in there, which is like Hammerforce, Stradivarius, Nightwish, Stichisis, Epica, Aeonia, Edguy, Avantasia, Sabaton, Powerwolf, and Fellowship, Battleborn. There's plenty of bands. I believe at the moment we have 7.5K members, which is brilliant. There's loads of musicians in there. Tons of musicians are always posting their stuff. I post a lot in there because I follow a YouTube channel called Unknown Power Metal YT. So usually I'll go in there and I'll pick a song off there and I'll copy that and I'll stick it into the group. And then obviously once I've stuck it into the group, I'll give that a listen if I haven't listened to the band to check them out. I literally just, I'm going to give you a bit of a spoiler, but I literally had 3 CDs turn up today. So I've got 6 CDs here to unbox and post on my YouTube channel. And the majority of them are Power/Symphonic. So I'll be getting the latest haul, but I'm going to leave that till the weekend coming, purely because I know from Amazon I've got like 2 or 3 more turning up, so I'm going to be adding them to that. And then I'll be doing a YouTube channel, and I'll be doing on my YouTube channel an unboxing video on, or should I say, latest haul, and then I'll be getting all them unboxed. So I hope you all enjoyed this PowerMetalQuest-Fest review video and me mentioning Powersymphonic, which I'm definitely joining it because it's fantastic. Yeah, the group's calm, friendly, and all that sort of stuff. Just follow the rules if you agree to the rules if you want to join a group. It's basically just keep the group calm and friendly. We don't allow racism and all that sort of stuff. We don't allow it in a group. is just share the love for the bands you're into. And I love supporting all the up and coming bands. So when up and coming bands message me and say that they're just say they've got a brand new EP out and are starting, I'll definitely support them, and I'll always add band stuff like that in the group. Grimgot's just released a new album. If you haven't listened to them, because they're symphonic power metal from the UK, they're incredible. So I'd love to see them again at PowerMetalQuest-Fest. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. So if you are new to this channel, if you would like to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that incredible stuff, because it's mainly unboxing videos to do, but then I'll show you my off. It's tattoos, that's all mixed bands. This one down here is my Powersymphonic leg. I've got a Hammerfall and Sabaton on there, and then I've got my mixed leg. And then this one, when I get to it, it's all going to be fantasy related. So I'm going to have Fire Breathing Dragon, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and all of that fantasy stuff. But my mixed one at the moment, I just recently had a tattoo. I've got to go back on the 23rd and have that one finished. It's nothing to do with metal or anything like that. It's the Manchester United logo, purely because I'm a big Manchester United fan. And yes, I do love my football, but then, you know, I'm a big power metal and fantasy nerd. So yeah, it's many unboxing videos. I do gig reviews, talk about the bands I love, show off my collection, show off my stuff on Discogs and all that epic stuff. So hope you'll enjoy this, and I'll catch you in the next one. So Viking Wizard signing off, and I shall see you later. So have a good one and take care.